Greetings all. Vanna here for the air signs weekly message. Okay. That came through right away. So, okay, very interesting messages coming out for my air signs. Something that I want to tell you right now, my air signs, is that your commitment to your discipline requires attention. There is a very heavy message of holding responsibility and awareness for what it is you have done and what it is you still need to do. A message that was coming through was to not let pride get in your way, and that was carried through by Leo coming out here. And what I feel with this is there is a lot of energy of understanding, support, and guidance. You have Saturn, which is, let me check real quick, the planet of responsibility and discipline. You have the mother of the Pleiades themselves, the daughter of the Titans of the sea coming out for you, the mother of the sea. And her daughters are here as well. Maya and Asterop, or Sterop, have come out for you. And these are her two daughters that are on like the opposite spectrum. She has Maya, her brightest, most powerful daughter, and then Asterop, who has been seen and labeled as a weaker sister because her light is not as brilliant, but she still carries her own strength and value that her sisters do not. One of which being the fact that she was the bottom of the deck. She carried a supportive energy with a perception that is not attached to the individual egos. Her energy was carrying through even how she came out in the cards, and I fucking love it. You have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse that came out for you. Traditionally a card of a blacksmith that is working over his craft, and you could see the other 7 that he has perfected on the wall. With the don't let pride get in your way and the 3 of Pentacles coming out with this, I certainly feel like there's going to be more energy involved in this situation than your initial plan wanted. You really wanted to be able to do this yourself. You really wanted to be able to say that my name is on that and it is my name alone. No one else can take this from me. No one can move with this dream of mine. No one can move with this energy of mine, with the Knight of Swords coming out for you. And with the Two of Wands, this was the first card that came out, and I immediately knew that there was something that is still being built, and that is why we're being held into this pause point. Because even when the Two of Wands is not crossed like this and standing straight up, it always reminds me of a pause button. And oh, that's why. That's why the discipline, that's why you're being asked to not let pride come in, is because you are not aware of all the work that has been done, not aware of all the work that Spirit is doing, because like there is, so I'm seeing like a conveyor belt, and there are all these channels, all these funnels, and it's like moving from like a 5-lane highway to a 2-lane. Like everything is being bottlenecked and things have to be drip fed through, and there is an inherent frustration because like you know what you want is just like 4 rows back and to the left right there, but there's all this other stuff that has to come forward. And I actually want you to do this visualization because I am seeing quite a lot right now. When I am doing this myself, I'm seeing the channels and I'm seeing the funnel very much like Plinko, and how it's kind of falling through and you don't really know where it's going to end up. You kind of just have to trust the faith on it, because sometimes you're going to get bounced back up, sometimes you're going to be shot off the map, sometimes you're going to go straight down through. And this is one reason why you have to be in this flow, be in this energy. I surrender to the boundless creative flows of the ocean. I birth fruitful and sacred assignments. I am a devoted warrior of the universe. With an intuitive perspective, I see the bigger picture. There is so much going on right now. And I very much am drawn to how the mother energy has carried through for her daughters here. Again, this is the one that would seem the weakest, but the mother still loves her. The mother still sees her as important. The mother still sees her power and her validity, especially being of the ocean. She knows that there is a point to every single power. There is a point to every part of the ocean, from the murky, briny depths to the complete darkness, to the cold pits, to the coral fields. There is a point to everything. Yes, some may seem less desirable than others, but it does not take away the validity of that experience. And I don't want that, again, going back to this pride, I don't want your image of what you think it has to happen like to warp how things are working, because Spirit is offering this Page of Cups, this fulfillment that you desire, that you have been looking for, and whatever that fulfillment looks like to you. Spirit, star ancestors, thank you. Expect powerful changes. And again, don't let pride get in your way, because you're in a time of healing. You're in a time where Spirit is asking you to release this, my love. Let them hold you like the child that you are, because you are always their child. You are always their baby. And it is also a reminder that you have a reason that you went through each and every one of those battles. A warrior queen does not get to her place of power if she had an easy life. A warrior queen does not get to her place of mindset, resilience, and protections if she has not been betrayed, if she has not been hurt and seen and tasted what it is like to feel weak like that, what it is like to feel small like that. Yeah. Literally, what was behind the healing? What do you need to release? I'm going to tell you guys something my mom just told me, like literally yesterday. And this was an incredible experiment for us. So we practice Reiki on each other, and we've been working more deeply with working through like the individual layers of like the muscle and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about, but that is something that we're doing. When she was working on my sacral and solar area, because my entire lower abdomen was cramping like I had sore muscles, and I had not gone to the gym in a couple of days. So there was no reason for my baby abs to be angry. But there was this band around my sacral and solar, and as Mama was working through it in a C-section style energetically, she was asking me these questions of like, how are you different from the Vanna that quit her job at 19 to be a CNA? How are you different from the Vanna that started Soulshine? And then how are you different from the Vanna that started Soulshine to the Vanna that built her own website? And then how are you different from the Vanna that built her own website to the one that is doing what she is doing now? And it put into perspective for myself how much I had changed, and it really helped me in that moment evolve the ego that I am currently working with. Again, this just happened yesterday, so I'm still working through all of that. I still feel a remnant band of tightness in my solar plexus, but it's not my entire abdomen like it was. And so when you're working through these fears, it comes up very physically. It comes up in your triggers. It comes up in tests. It comes up in people annoying you for seemingly no reason. And the amount of purple that is coming out here, and then to see the orange and yellow here, absolutely, that's going along with what I was telling you about my own working and how Spirit is working with you here, my love. Look at these beautiful moons. We have a full moon coming up, and I feel like this one is going to be a fucking doozy. It is going to hit us like a truck because of all the energy that has been coming in. So please, 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 my love, release what you need to so that you can accept what has been trying to come in your life all this time. Have a beautiful day.